And shifting focus now to Syria, Israeli armed forces launched airstrikes close to Syria's presidential palace in Damascus, accusing the Syrian government of failing to safeguard the country's Druze minority from sectarian conflict. Early on Friday, Israeli military said it struck an area adjacent to the presidential palace in Damascus without elaborating on the target. According to Reuters, the target was about 100 meters, that is 330 feet east of the palace's perimeter. The early Friday attack marked Israel's second such strike this week. It is already being viewed as a strong message to Syria's transitional government, headed by President Ahmed al-Shara. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, and I quote him here, "This is a clear message to the Syrian regime. We will not allow Syrian forces to deploy south of Damascus or any threat to the Druze community." Unquote. The latest IDF strike on Shara's palace follows days of clashes in Syria between Sunni Muslims and Druze minority. It was triggered by a voice recording purportedly insulting the Prophet Muhammad. In the clashes that followed, more than 24 people have reportedly died in towns around Damascus. It has also prompted an initial Israeli warning strike on a town on Damascus's outskirts, which killed one member of Syria's security forces. Israel has escalated its military operations in Syria ever since rebels ousted former President Bashar al-Assad in December 2024. According to reports, more than 100 people were killed this week amid the fighting between pro-government forces and Druze fighters in Syria. The violence has been condemned as a genocidal campaign by Syria's Druze spiritual leader, Sheikh Hikmat al-Hijri. He has called for an immediate intervention by global forces to maintain peace and prevent the continuation of all these crimes. A day before the IDF strikes, Israel's foreign minister urged the international community to protect the minorities in Syria, especially the Druze. In his appeal, he described the new regime as gangs of terror. Israel has also previously called Syria's transitional government a terror group from Idlib that took Damascus by force. And in the last week, Israel has ramped up its support for the Druze minority. The Druze minority are a 10th century offshoot as a branch of Shia Islam. They live primarily in Syria, Lebanon and Israel. And they have been allies of Israel, with many Druze serving in the Israeli military as well. In response to the clashes now on Thursday, Syrian Foreign Minister Assad al-Shibani called for national unity. But the sectarian violence that has broken out in the country ever since Assad was ousted has become one of the most serious challenges for the government of al-Shara. In March, more than 1,700 civilians from the Alawite community were killed. That's in a series of mass killings. The Alawites, who are based near the Mediterranean coast in western Syria, are the same ethnic group as the one that toppled President al-Assad. Now, ordinary Syrians are calling on Arab countries to help the country.
All Arab countries must protest these strikes that are being led by Israel in Syria. All the presidents of the Arab countries are silent. Even U.S. President Donald Trump must not support this, because Trump is wrong. The United States is the one supporting Israel. If it hadn't supported it, it wouldn't have struck near the presidential palace, military locations, or military gatherings.